So he goes live. I think, what's the shot? Why do you start the shot on the small ship? Is that cool?
Yeah.
So you're on this camera, right?
Okay, live on Facebook. Live on Instagram.
Cue the music!
Live on TikTok. YouTube.
Hey Mike!
Hey, Chef.
We live?
I hope so. I think so. Matt says we are.
I think so. I think we're going from there to here now. Hey HuntChef Nation, welcome to the world headquarters of Wild Flavor. It's another HuntChef Live coming at you, live, unscripted, and it is the fastest and most delicious hour of wild game on the internet, bar none. Tonight, we're throwing down a few different things, as usual. We've got some king salmon. These are line caught from my great buddy Ray Fiscus. We got some shrimps. We've got some wild mushrooms. It's that time of year, people, and a whole bunch of other stuff. But one of the big points we're going to talk about tonight, walk you through it, because we got a bunch to do ourselves, is how to render your deer fat. Deer fat, Mike.
Love it.
Mike, come on back here.
Yes, sir.
This is a first for a lot of folks out there in HuntChef Nation.
It is.
4 or 5 seasons.
We started in 2020.
He's keeping the calendar.
The only reason I know is because when I go back to figure out when it was I started with you, I got to go to my Google photos, and I go back to 2020.
2020, there it is. Look how trim, how clean cut my man is.
Yep.
How about that?
Clean it up a little bit.
Hey, look at that right there. 84 Lumber Company, the title sponsor of all things HuntChef Live, no matter where we're at in the nation, whether we're here, on the road, in the woods, on the water. 84 Lumber, backing us up, 4 years running as a title sponsor, helping build the American dream since
1956.
There they are again. Our photo gallery is rocking tonight. That thing is flipping fast. Anyhow, we're going to try and keep up with it. And, you know, Mike.
Yes, sir.
We have an awesome title sponsor, 84 Lumber Company. We do. But we also have an official beer.
Yes, and a very good official.
I mean, delicious official beer. And we can't get any of this cooking stuff going before we do the cold beer crack. You ready?
I'm a little parched from
You think the team's ready to do a cold beer crack?
They're always ready.
They're always ready.
Always.
All right, we're gonna line them up here. We're gonna get into the cold beer crack. I'm gonna try it. So we got the Muddy Creek Ale, straight out of West by God, Preston County. We got the Bold Blonde, another Bold Blonde. We've got the Who's Your Daddy IPA, and another Who's Your Daddy IPA. Are you guys ready to crack or what?
Come on. Get up
Well,
here.
we're one cracker short here. How's everybody doing out there in HuntChef Nation tonight? I hope you guys are rocking it out. We're going to get in on this cold beer crack in 3, 2, 1. Nice. We've got that timing down to you.
Cheers,
Cheers, cheers, cheers.
Cheers, Chef. Cheers, everybody out there.
HuntChef Nation, here's to you. You know, that is so good.
I miss this from week to week, Chef. You know? Just miss it.
The one thing that almost ruined that first sip, which is my favorite one. I mean, the whole thing's great. That first sip is just so great. Is when I went like this and I saw all the ladybugs up in the waist.
Yeah, I can see where that might curve your stomach.
They're back.
They're back.
They're back. Okay. So we're gonna get started here. We've got battle axe in hand, granddad steel in hand, and we ever notice after you use the steel, I always go like this in my pant leg because there's always a little bit of grit, a little bit of steel comes off the knife, and I don't want it in the dish. Now I could use a towel, paper towel.
That little grit is not a lot of flavor.
It's not. I'm kind of redneck, so it's my pant leg. Hey, you're right. So here's what we're gonna do. Okay, we've got a bunch of deer fat. Now we've talked about this before. I've shown you guys a lot of videos, lives, and everything else using rendered deer fat. But you can see great big pieces in here. There's definitely some red meat through, but it's gonna render out. It's gonna be sort of like a crackling when it's done. And most times we really prefer to grind it. But tonight the grinder's so noisy, I thought
It is.
and then we have to clean it.
Yes. That's probably
So-
the sound.
I thought, Mike, if you use your very own battle axe,
Right.
that you all can get at HuntChef.com right now.
They still on sale?
I don't think so. No? They are still on sale?
Kitty said.
They're so lucky. They're still on sale. HuntChef.com battle axe. Get it tonight. Still on sale. But if you would just, and we're not mincing, just cut them up. We got a big, heavy bottom stock pot over here. And we're gonna put it in there, low heat. We'll walk through all that.
Appreciate it.
So if you can do some, and you can move all these that way, however you want to rock it, Gunny, move those back out of the way, start cleaning them up, or not cleaning, but chopping them up.
Yep.
And I'm gonna walk everybody through a dish.
And then just right in this big heavy duty.
Right in that big heavy duty spot. I go ahead and turn it on super low heat right now. And I will tell everybody that after the live stream tonight, we're gonna take it off of the gas stove and put it on an electric burner, so we can all go home and on the concrete floor, so that we can go without any concern. But usually we go about 24 hours, sometimes 36, depending on how big those chunks are.
But the idea is to cook out all the water.
All the water, get it all rendered out. That's what rendering is. You're getting the liquid, the water, the H2O out of the fat, out of the meat that's in there. So because the water is where bacteria can grow, spawn, live, spoil all your stuff. So that's a big deal, and that's why a lot of times when you make your pound of bacon, whatever, in the morning, you fry the skillet and all that popping and bubbling. Well, that's water coming out. So you mostly have it cooked out already. By the time that pound or however much you're cooking at home is done, and then that's why you can sit it, grandma, you, whoever, can set it on the counter in that jar, and it can be there forever because all the liquid's out, all the water's out, because that's what the bacteria needs to grow. And a lot of times, a lot of that water, if you have, I could talk about this for hours, real quick. So you're baking at home. If it is brine, wet brine, soaked, you're gonna have bring water into that pork belly, into that meat. That's where you're gonna need to cook more out of it. If it is dry cured, which Screech Owl's talking back here right now. Thanks, Roger Jameson. If it's dry cured, that's pulling water out, so you're gonna have a lot less of that popping and sizzling. And a lot of people think it's the fat crackling. It's actually water boiling out of the meat, the fat, etc. How's everybody doing tonight, Katie?
Well, they're all doing well. Mark Appleby's in the house.
Yo, yo.
Yeah, and he says hello. The warden is, I think, what you guys call it.
Yeah.
You didn't tell her you were making regular food, or she would have stopped by.
God bless you. I stopped and talked to her at the gas station the other day. She's like, tell me when you're going to make regular food. I'll be up.
Tonight.
And I failed. Complete fail. My fault. I'm so sorry.
And Tim Thompson thanks Lance for his battle axe. He absolutely loves it, which is the West Virginia show at Augusta. Yeah.
Get in your life, people. The balance, the fit, the feel, the weight coming behind it. How easy is it to get through that deer fat, Mike?
Not hard at all. No effort is being used here.
I'm not going to do it, but I can share this if I want to. Okay, so what we're cooking tonight are a few different things. The first thing we're going to get going is some rice. So we just got some regular white hard-boiled rice, carrot, celery, onion, a little bit of venison bacon made with a brine kit, country-style kit. And you can see how gorgeous and delicious that is. So I wanted to bring some smoke, some meat, some more flavor to the fish dish. I pointed out that king salmon, line caught by our great buddy, Mr. Ray Fiskus, aka Bugs. We're like duo battle axe chopping on originally.
And you're right-handed, I'm left-handed, so
So it works out really good.
it works out great.
Alright, so we got that the deer ham chopped up. We're gonna use about half of this onion. We'll set that chunk over here. And there's a lot of different ways to dice an onion, skin a cat. What I like to do is just cut it kind of into semicircles after you split the onion, peel it, and then I just kind of go across it like that. But you rock it how you want to know. I would love to know, Mike, in my long history chef career, how many onions I've chopped.
I wouldn't even know where to begin to guess, Chef.
You know, and that's like, I mean, just the French onion soup alone
Oh my.
that I prepped and made, it'd be a lot.
It'd be quite substantial, I'm positive.
Kelly, that's awesome. Thank you for your patience for your gift card. She loves her battle axe.
I love my battle axe. Repeat after me. I love my battle axe! Was that over the top, Mike?
No. What I was thinking is,
There are many like it, but this one is mine. I love it. A little bit of carrot. So this is a really small, kind of young carrot. So I didn't even bother. People bother to peel it. We're just going thin slice, chop. You know, I tell everybody with a battle axe, you can slice your veggies, you can cut your meat. You can pound a nail. You can cut a shooting lane. You can butcher a deer, hog, pig, goat, whatever you want.
take the breast off the duck.
Take the breast off the dust. Turn that little pot on for us, Mike.
Yes, sir.
And go ahead and throw a knob of butter in there. And then we're going to get the veggies started. We'll follow them with the ham, and then the rice, and then some water, and some of that party fowl, HuntChef party fowl seasoning. So we talked about this line caught king salmon. This has been frozen for almost a year. It's been a minute, but it looks fantastic. I did go ahead with the battle axe and remove that little pin bone line right there. Took those guys out. I wanted to make sure I could do it without the camera rolling. And of course I did. ×2 on the fillets. And we're going to load them up with some HuntChef straight out of Poaching. I think I'm going to go ahead and do that shake right now. Throw down some flavor on them and let it start to set in. But the HuntChef straight out of Poaching, Blackening and Cajun seasoning, it has a little bit of history for me. Because if anybody is almost as old as me, you're going to know that the one and only Chef Paul Prudhomme, amazing chef out of Louisiana, never met the man. So,
and by all accounts that I've read about him, Chef, he's an incredible human being as well.
well, that's exactly right. So, but he made blackening as a cooking technique famous in the 1980s, cooking redfish, aka red drum, that were caught from Lake Pontchartrain in Louisiana. And so typically blackening is on in a cast iron pan like this, but upside down. You pre-season the fish, you let that seasoning set in, you melt some butter, you drizzle it on the fish, and you can't have too thick a piece when you're doing this because it will take too long and it will burn and not blacken. Drizzle that melted butter on the fish, both sides, and then it was you like that sound effect?
Love it. Very realistic. Oh, the only difference is nobody would say it's because there'd be a huge plume of smoke right
That's right. And it's going to smoke. So we're not going to do that here in the set tonight. We're going to rock out some low, medium heat and just use butter in the skillet and let the seasoning do the blackening work on that low, medium heat because we have really thin fillets and they're going to be, you know what, Mike, I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to cut them in half. Okay?
Mr. Fiskus wants you to bring some battle axes to Dunkirk, and he's getting ready to send the paperwork for the tournament.
So we can talk about that in a second, but we're getting real close to our first something. But hey, we're going to talk about a few big things here coming up in the half hour. One's going to be Hunt Chef, Deer, Gear, and Beer, Fishing, Hunting, Outdoor Expo. 2 is going to be Mountaintop Outdoors Season 4, only on the Sportsman channel. 3 is going to be the Hunt Chef YouTube channel that we need you guys to get over there and spread the, hit that subscribe button, help us spread the wild flavor gospel. 4 is our work we're doing nowadays with Fur Life TV and the Sportsman channel, cooking everything off the trap line. And number 5, big tonight, we have a few spots left for the long range flamethrower raffle, $10 a spot. I know some folks have bought a bunch, but there's still a few left. They gotta go. We want to ship this thing to one lucky winner. Do that live and do it. And now it's time for. I didn't plug this. Oh, I did plug that one in. Woo! It's time for roll call, people. Chime in the comments below where you're watching from. City, town, state, province, or country for your chance to win one of. $8 $10 HuntChef e-gift cards. Go to all the wild flavor at HuntChef.com. That's right. Tonight we're giving away $80 plus the battle axes are on sale. Plus, for $10, you can get your spot to win a long-range flamethrower torch hickory doodle from Exothermic Technologies. Our great friends, Louis, God bless you. I've been talking a lot of time for a drink, Mike. Are you still chopping fat?
I'm still chopping fat. It's going to be a minute.
So,
I do hear a little bit of sizzle right now.
a little sizzle, you know what a sizzle is like. Do we have any butter in the rice pot yet?
We do, Chef. Alright.
All right. Veggies coming in. Oh, look at that. Look at that service. Bam. Get it in there, Johnny. Turn that heat up just a little bit. As soon as those veggies are softened up and nice, we're not going to brown. We're going to stay with that kind of blonde, mirepoix veggie and rice flavor. But as soon as they're softened up, we're going to go right in with that smoked venison ham, courtesy of the HuntChef brine kit. Now, 4 in the rice is what the salmon's going to go over. And 4, we're going to make a quick, little easy pan sauce you guys can do at home anytime. But we've got some fresh blackberries, some HuntChef low down and dirty barbecue rub, and some single source Sapjack organic maple syrup, bourbon barrel aged. And it is non-GMO, USDA organic, and gluten-free. Put that in your plate and smoke it.
That's a mouthful, Chef.
But I think it's going to be a fantastic component to the salmon, along with salmon. Salmon. And then we got some crazy tricolor cauliflower that once the salmon's out of the skillet, we're going to saute it with some HuntChef feather duster, a little bit of butter. And then down on the end, it's going to kind of be its own sort of little side dish to the salmon and everything. We've got some shrimp, some more venison ham, and some wild mushrooms. Mike, you got these gifted to us.
I did. Yes, we
Who
did.
gave these to us?
My cousins.
Your cousin.
They went out and he found a huge one and said, can't use all this. Do you want some? And I was like, yeah.
Send it.
Yeah.
So, what variety is those?
Those are hen of the woods.
I was testing a little bit, see if you remember.
Yeah, those are hen of the woods.
Hen of the woods. So, these, again, have been frozen. Mike did a great job. They were harvested fantastic, really clean when we got them. You can see they're kind of long and stringy in their fibers, but they cook up great. So, we'll wash them again.
Dare I say I like them more than Grouse. Which folks are starting to find already, believe it or not.
Yeah, mushrooms is a big deal. Ramps are probably coming up already in West Virginia.
There might be coming up in PA too.
Hey, Ben Gardner, it's about time to go ramp picking.
Someone wants to know the best way to smoke salmon.
The best way to smoke salmon. So, if I had my druthers, I would leave this, I would skin it, I would scale it, leave the skin on, and I would brine it. You could use a brine kit, you could use one of the seasonings with some cold water, you could use just sea salt and cold water. But brine it, depending on the thickness of the fillets, even if you're buying store-bought salmon, fillets is about that thick. You want maybe on the 8 to 12 hour side, depending on the thickness and how salty your brine is if you're making your own versus one of the kits. Then from there, you do that 8 to 10 hours soak, get them out, give them a good rinse, pat them dry, put them in the fridge to let them just dry some more and set up what they call pellicle on the outside. And then you can do it straight up. You can rub it with maple syrup, honey, brown sugar, HuntChef Low Down and Dirty, Big Sexy Beast Rub, straight out of Poaching, whatever you would like that final flavor sort of be with the smoke and the fish. And then for me, smoking fish is always low and slow. Some folks like hot and fast. My opinion, I prefer lower temperatures and more ventilation to get moisture out faster. So that's where I'm at.
Okay, and another viewer, Matt, said he did salmon on pellet smoker tonight and straight out of bed.
Ooh, I bet that didn't suck. No.
I bet you that would make me sweat. You guys are cooking the sweaty stuff every week.
Sweaty stuff every week. So we're coming up on 7:52, Mike.
Chef, I think
Other
you're
veggies. You ready for some venison ham on those veggies? Coming around. So, hey, producer Matt, where's a good shot? Right here?
Yeah.
To kind of show inside the pan. That's what we're looking at. Sauce and veggies, venison ham in there, and we're just going to get it starting to warm up. And I wish we could maybe get well, there's just a whole bunch of chunked up near me in this pot here. Once it starts to render, maybe towards the end, we'll remember to get a shot looking down in with the fat rendering and chunks still going. But we're about ready for rice, Mike. I'm going to kick the heat up a little bit to get that ham going a little bit more.
Move on.
What do we do? Do we break something?
Facebook watchers, can you hear us? Marky, where are you at when I need you?
Marky! Hello, hello, hello.
Okay, Dawn, turn your volume on. Everyone else says yes. Some Blaylock my man.
T-Rock.
He sure does.
Yeah. All right. God bless you, Dawn. All right, so that, again, I wasn't trying to cook that venison ham as we're warming up. We're going to go into the rice. That's probably about enough right there. And a whole bunch of HuntChef party flour right behind it. Yep, that looks good. Already had butter in here to start with. And now we're going in with some water. You can use chicken broth, veggie broth, deer broth, fish broth, whatever you want to cook yours with. All right, now I'm going to cut that heat backwards a little bit, let that come to a simmer, and get our rice all tasted up, Mike.
Yes. I mean, can't go wrong with that.
You're putting some work in over here with the deer fat.
Yeah, that's all right, because a lot of goodness is going to come out of it for sure.
So faithful Facebook followers, we're trying some new things tonight, and if the volume seems a little off, we're working to get that better.
Get it better.
Get better.
All right, so now we're going to go, sooner or later we're bringing the butter, right?
Always.
So the butter's going in. This is the pan. We're going to cook that salmon in. You like how I suckered Mike into just a whole bunch of chopping on the venison fat. So a bunch of butter in for the salmon, and now we're going to kick the heat up under the other skillet for our mushrooms. So we're going to start the mushrooms before the shrimp. Because the mushrooms are really wet from being frozen. Mushrooms are just like the shrimp. They're 80, 75, 90% water, depending on who you talk to. And what we want to do is be able to do the salmon so we can get deer hair. I found deer hair. Get the salmon in. that's already been loaded up with that straight out of Pontchartrain Cajun Blackening seasoning. And again, there's not a bunch of smoke. We're gonna let the seasoning do the work. Coming across. Let that seasoning do the work. So you're not setting off a fire alarm in the house. We're right here on the HuntChef set. A little more heat to it.
Jeff, where are you? Yes, we got snow here. They got about 1.5 inches up here. I'm not sure what up here is.
Up here,
I said,
we're gonna get some snow tomorrow, aren't we, ladies?
What they're saying, next couple mornings.
A little bit higher heat in this skillet, and we're going in with the mushrooms. The butter is just about right, and as I was saying, there's a lot of moisture in there. And you can go hotter and faster, but what I found is if you treat them with that kind of just medium heat and let them, don't burn the butter. You can use oil if you like, but the natural fats is where it's at, people. There's so much popping and good stuff going on in the pot, Mike.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
so Jeff's in our favorite state. It's Blue's favorite state, actually.
In what state?
Blue's favorite state to spend money. Big Blue. You got
That has to be Lincoln.
it is.
Oh, Illinois. They got snow in Illinois today. Wow. That's interesting.
Marky's got 76 in Alabama.
Ow. Old Alabama.
Sometimes I think he took those jobs just to be in the South and not
Sometimes I think you're right, Mike. Mr. Appleby. You're just trying to chill and grill down there, aren't you? At least you're doing it with a lot of flavor, Mike.
Exactly. And his battle axe.
And his battle axe. So you can see if there's any kind of shot. We've got that medium heat, the mushrooms and the butter. And we're just going to let them do a slow roll, sear, brown, leach out a lot of that water. It's locked in there with the freezing process, especially with the vacuum seal. Great job on the seal, Mike.
I was a little concerned about that, but I was happy.
The salmon is going to be done really pretty quick. So for us to be able to put the dish together, probably needed a spatula. A little bigger of a spatula, Mike. Wait, hold the phone. You call it a vase or a vase?
Face. I'm like,
So we're going to do our first little flip on the salmon. Great color. Not abusing it with super high heat. We've got, I know, right? Holding together nice for, I just had a ladybug laying on my neck. Live and unscripted, people, that's how we roll.
Marky, when you're back home, I need you to give me a call. He said, wintertime back home or wintertime in the South, boys.
Right? Yeah, he's going to be sweating pretty hard here soon. I mean, so what we're trying to do, honestly, is sort of treat these mushrooms, want to brown them like a steak. And back in that heat down a little bit more, you can see how brown and golden and delicious that is right there. Get that. Get into your life. So you can replace these with portobello, shiitakes, white mushrooms, anything from the store. But shrimp and mushrooms together, especially wild mushrooms, for me, is a fantastic pairing. And that's one of the things we're working on putting together here tonight. And it's about that time.
Marky said he's bragging now, but he's about to be a hot, fat kid.
Bragging it up. Okay, so beautiful line caught little king salmon fillets coming right out of that cast iron. Oh my gosh.
goodness gracious.
Right? If you can smell that straight out of Pontchartrain and the richness of the salmon together, you know what I'm talking about here, people. Rice is bubbling along nicely. Mushrooms are coming along, almost ready for that shrimp. Hey, Mike.
Hey, Chef.
It's time for roll call, people. Chime in the comments below where you're watching from. City, town, state, province, or country for your chance to win one of 8 $10 HuntChef gift cards with all the wild flavor at HuntChef.com. All right, so now at this point with the mushrooms, Mike,
Yes.
we want to get a little bit of onion in there.
Okay.
And we could have put it in the beginning, but I didn't want to burn it. So onions going in the shrooms. And we got a little bit of minced, I can't say fresh, but a little bit of minced garlic going in. You can do as much as you like at home. But about that, about that much. You pick how you like it at the house, kids.
You have a viewer asking, what angle do you sharpen the battle axe?
25 degrees. And I'm so glad somebody asked that question because 25 degrees to me is a great working angle and is an angle that doesn't take as much, let's call it maintenance, as deeper angles getting closer to 20 or below 20 degrees. And it's, especially when you're working with carbon steel like this, and you know, sorry, Mike, I keep walking in the woods here. You're good. Would you get us a little bit of water? I use it all. To put in our cauliflower steaming situation. Where was that? So carbon steel, battle axe. You want to keep some kind of fat, oil on the blade, mineral oil, bacon fat, butter, something just to keep that raw carbon from the elements. And anytime you wash it, especially with any kind of soap that's going to pull oil off, you want to dry it really good, and then you want to go back over it with some of that oil or fat just to keep that metal sealed. But 25 degrees, the trees are right, and give that broccoli or cauliflower splash of water, Mike. Splashing. I just need a piece of paper. Find a piece of paper, Lance. And we're going to add a little bit more butter to our mushrooms. That dish is going to come together here real quick, Mike.
Hey, Faye says happy birthday, Mike.
Thank you.
Aww.
Thank you.
Who am I talking to here, Matt?
Yeah, right here.
Big guy?
Yep.
Alright, so this one, and I beat this thing to death, but 25 degrees, I'm telling you, doesn't suck. I hand sharpen everyone before they come to you. HuntChef Battle Axe, get in your life. Thanks for the paper, Lance. And now, get your $10 spot on the raffle for the extra flamethrower. Title sponsor, everything live with HuntChef Nation's A4 Lumber Company and the official beer, Screech Out Brewing out of Cutler, West by God, Virginia. The Johnson family,
What a great family.
have it going on, right, Mike?
What a great family.
Okay, I think those shrimp or the mushrooms are great. Mike, you want to go into some shrimps? And then I want you to double up with some Canadian carnivore and some straight out of the bag.
Okay.
More bay than carnivore,
More bacon.
but those mushrooms are really going to like a little bit of carnivore. That's what I'm talking about. Salmon's doing its thing here. And as soon as fire that heat a little bit more into the cauliflower, because as soon as it's out, we're going to make our blackberry sauce. Finish it up. We've got some flat leaf Italian parsley here that those shrimp are going to love. How's that rice looking, Mike?
It's looking good. We got a couple, I'd say a couple more minutes, but it's not far away.
A bit of parsley getting ready to finish up. The shrimp is going to go great. The parsley is going to go great with the mushrooms and the shrimp. It gets warm back here, doesn't it, Mike?
It does.
You didn't know.
Well,
You might.
I know how warm it gets up there when we're filming. When I'm up on the ladder, kind of getting that downward angle, I know how warm it gets up there.
Yes, you do. More than anybody. So, you got all 4 bags of that Venison fat.
In there. Yeah, we're up to about here on it right now.
Working on cooking down.
Yeah.
Rice is looking fantastic. I think there's just about the right amount of water in there. So with the cauliflower, water simmering off, feather duster coming at you for that. Feather duster coming.
Carnivore, fish shrimp.
Oh yeah. You need them both?
You said you went carnivore?
Yep.
And a little bit heavier on the straight out of the bay.
Yes, sir. And then HuntChef Feather Duster seasoned salt going in on that cauliflower. You know that's going to be right.
You know what else is pretty warm?
Tell me.
My arm over.
Your arm over top of
Perfect.
that. But, you know, we talk about building layers of flavor all the time. And where we're at right now is working those up all the way through the dishes of balancing it out. Mope. I think we're in a really good place in terms of mushrooms.
Maybe.
No.
Let it go.
Yeah. Keep tossing. We're gonna go ahead and throw that parsley in there.
Wow. How do you feel about another normal butter in there?
I think it needs it. It wants it. Again, it's gonna be better with it. Because you know those mushrooms, they just soak it up. And even with the good unsalted butter we use, it's probably still 70% water. So it's going to keep evaporating the more that you cook with it. I think our cauliflower is ready to come in here with salmon, go with sauce with it. But we're going to build it up on its own platform here in just a minute. But we're going to wipe this guy dry. And we're going to straight in with our blackberries to make that blackberry maple syrup HuntChef wild flavor glaze. I'm going to top our salmon off. 2 points, Mike. I made it.
2 points.
Okay. Blackberries.
That little knob of butter makes so much difference.
Yeah. Glazing that just right.
Yes, sir.
Yep. I think you kill that heat probably.
Kill 'em.
And rice is low, looking pretty good. What kind of-
Grilling says you're almost as good a helper as he is, Mike.
Who said that?
Killing grilling.
Killing and grilling? Well, I'm definitely.
And you've got birthday wishes throughout the feed.
Thank you, everybody. Much love and appreciation of all that. Thank you.
And there's Jinxum. Jinxum's in the house.
Jinx!
Whoop whoop. A little more screech off. Keep the whistle wet.
Oh, yeah. She's cooking. She melting.
All right, Mike. I'm going to give you the antler.
Well, that's why I was using the tongs, because I didn't want to
Smash those berries down.
Smashing, chef.
So we're getting a little char, a little jazz out of those guys. We're going to kill that heat under them. That pan is holding plenty of heat right now. And as he kind of blisters those up, smashes them, squeezes the juice out of them. Once that heat subsides enough, we're going to go in with that bourbon barrel maple syrup we talked about, and a couple of shakes, a couple of healthy shakes that HuntChef Low Down Dirty. And it's just going to be just enough pan sauce to drizzle over our salmon. And we're going to start putting the that dish together while you're doing your thing over there, Mike. But I think before we put the salmon together, let's share with you guys coming in.
Okay.
Let's share with them our shrimp and wild mushrooms paired up with that HuntChef straight out of the bay and Canadian carnivore.
No, I
As
can't.
always, I wish you guys could smell this stuff. Wow.
That one won't be spicy.
And it's not going to be spicy.
Yay.
I might have done that on purpose.
Yay.
But straight out of the bay, Canadian carnivore, easy way, store-bought shrimp, wild harvest mushrooms, super easy. And the magic of TV, I got a new tray. Yeah. Mix that up good. I think that party foul rice.
I think we're there on that one.
One more minute. One more minute. And we're gonna bring that salmon dish together right on top, but we've already got the tricolor cauliflower, the blackened king salmon. Mike's got that sauce coming together, a little bit of glaze out of the skillet with fresh blackberry, maple syrup, a little bit of smoky, low down and dirty barbecue rub. Dude, that is not going to suck.
No.
And we've got that venison fat rendering and getting well on its way to being your new favorite cooking medium. It smells so good. Big old chunks of venison fat, hand cut. Again, most times we like to grind this, but it works just as good, all chunked up, right in the pot. All that rice is going to be good. Okay, that minute's up, and it's time to go. So, one of the things that we are so excited about, and really haven't had the opportunity to talk about just yet, is the HuntChef Deer and Beer Hunting, Fishing, Outdoor Expo this September at the Fayette County, Pennsylvania Fairgrounds, put on by this team. And I'm telling you right now, we are going to put on a regional expo that this area that is just full of outdoors folks, hunters, fishermen, and ladies that the likes of nobody here has seen before, and we're super excited about it. Yeah, but
We've been to how many expos and I've never seen what we're planning before.
no, I'm telling you, and Kim will tell you, when I set my mind to it, we don't do nothing small. So stay tuned. You can head over to Matt. What's the website for it?
Deer Gear Beer Expo. HuntChef.com/Deer Gear Beer Expo.
HuntChef.com //
I think it's backslash.
/HuntChef.com /Deer Beer Expo.com. You're going to be seeing plenty about it. We actually, Kim, tell everybody, you put up a post today that really kind of lit up
I did.
and got a lot of attention. So what did you tell everybody about it there?
You know, we're looking for vendors. We're looking for outdoor related vendors. We're looking for vendors for the ladies' lounge. We're looking for swap meet participants. We're looking for wineries, breweries, cideries. You know, just anyone that wants to attend a great show and showcase their product.
And so one of the biggest differences, you know, we go to, what have we done? 300 outdoor shows, and they're mostly first and second quarter of the year, kind of winter, spring. And a lot of that happens because they're based around wanting to get outfitters and charter captains there. So, you know, with that, and that's a big deal, and we really appreciate that. But there's so much more to the sport, the outdoors, the industry. So for our show, it's going to be more focused on actual products, manufacturers, versus, you know, being able to book a hunt. We are going to have outfitters and stuff there, but the extras that we're going to bring. One, we're going to be an outdoor venue. Two, we're going to have that ladies. We're going to call it the ladies lounge. It's going to be the ladies spot. Pick a moniker after that, but all about the gals, because we've learned a lot in the last 3 years about what ladies like when they go to outdoor shows versus the guys that drag them like this in the front door of those places. And there's going to be so much we focus towards kids.
That
The
next
kids side,
generation.
yep. Any kid 12 or under is going to get in free all 3 days. And we've got so many cool kids outdoor activities, scavenger hunts, shooting, fishing, the whole deal. Outdoor skills. So we've got a lot to get done in a little less than 6 months.
Yeah.
But we got this, and we're looking for you guys to help us out because we want to fill the place up. We need tons of vendors, tons of attendees, and just making something super special right here in Fayette County, but within 2, 3 drive radius, you know, that's our market for this thing. And I feel like it's going to come together, Mike.
It's gonna come together.
Your face is red. I love
It is.
it. Were you out in the sun today?
I wasn't in the sun. We had them on soup.
So we've got fresh blackberries mashed down, a little bit of that bourbon aged maple syrup in there, some HuntChef low down and dirty, and you can see that consistency. We're gonna lay it down now on top of. Hey, is it that time?
It's trying to be.
It's trying to be. Hold the phone. It's time for the last HuntChef roll call of the evening. Chime in the comments below where you're watching from. City, town, state, province, or country for your chance to win tonight. One of 8. Boy, I can smell that low 9 there. You get it?
Mm-hmm.
One of 8 $10 HuntChef gift cards with all that wild flavor at HuntChef.com. 12 seasonings, 3 sausage kits, 3 jerky, snack sticks, summer sausage kits, and this brine kit that brought us the venison ham here tonight. Dude, I think we did pretty good.
I think we did pretty good too.
And, oh, what happened?
You missed one. 2, right? We need to talk about 2 more real quick before we.
Cue it up.
So, you're taking Warren, who couldn't unfortunately be here tonight,
Yeah, baseball.
down to West Virginia to their Gold Rush. I know a little bit about it. Is it a competition for the kids, tournament for the kids?
So it's statewide. It's pretty much any angler, but the West Virginia Gold Rush for trout season is all about golden trout.
Right.
They found it is. They think they're the same thing. But it kicked off
The first, I think.
yesterday.
The first.
Yep, April 1st, school day.
Yeah.
But West Virginia Gold Rush for the golden trout kicked off yesterday. It was raining like a
Banshee.
banshee.
Is that Facebook say? Okay, well, it is now.
It is now. So there's that, and turkey season is kicking off.
Kick it off
Around the
in-
country.
around the country except for Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
And they are hammering it.
Oh my God.
They are, the gobblers here in our area
Oh my
are
God.
just, for a couple of weeks now, they've been nuts.
I bet there were 30 walking between me and Elise the other day, and there's like the whole place.
Wow.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So the
And a couple of them
Pennsylvania,
had beards.
the Pennsylvania youth turkey season opened the last Saturday, or it is only the last Saturday of April, and then our general season opened May 4th.
So the first weekend of May.
Yeah, first Saturday of May. And I mean, my social feed is full of people in Florida, Georgia, I mean, Alabama, I mean, just turkeys flopping and dropping everywhere. I wanted to do a couple of fish/seafood dishes here tonight, but next week we've got some last year's. We saved it, so we have some content for you guys this year. But next week will be wild turkey breast right here, HuntChef Live. So you want to grab a hold of that. And
When Pennsylvania's trout season comes in here shortly, doesn't it? Next
so it's
weekend?
this Saturday.
This Saturday.
This Saturday, this past Saturday again, not great weather, plus we were busy, so the youth day, I did not get the boy out. But this coming Saturday, I hope Lance lets me get the boy out a couple hours in the morning, covering me there. But it'll be good. So it'll probably be the Tuesday after. Maybe we'll do a fin and feather next Tuesday.
Cool. Okay.
I wouldn't mind that.
Yeah.
A little bit of fin and feather. But I'd love to hear, post here, tag the page. If you've got, especially on the youth side, but anybody with your harvest, early spring gobbler, trout season, any other fishing opportunities you guys have in your area. I've seen it, my feet have been full of a bunch of monster crappies and bluegill getting caught in the south.
Yep.
Making me jealous as I'll get on.
Yeah, I think our crappie season will be like, well, the water's gonna warm up a little bit more for it, but probably mid to late May, depending on what kind of weather conditions we have. If I were guessing.
But, in PA anyhow, wherever you guys are at, when it's turkey/trout season, the ramps are coming up. We already talked about those wild, garlicky flavored onions with beautiful tops that are great to cook on their own as well. And
We like raising them with that green, like you,
Yeah.
wave treated green.
Well, and then dehydrate some of these ingredients and salts.
Yep.
So there's definitely some great more content, wild flavor style coming. And there's already mentioned about the mushrooms.
Fur Life TV's in, and they said they've never hunted.
Never hunted. Never hunted one time. You know what? That guy, Brian Flowers, he's got a couple good ones up his sleeve. Hey, it's almost time to taste test this stuff.
Taste testing and on some winter, chef.
Well, we got to get some pictures of the food.
We do, yes.
You have your phone, Mike?
I do.
Why don't you show HuntChef Nation how you take really good food photographs?
Food photographs?
Chef, pull the brine kit back.
The what?
The brine kit back. We'll get some good pics.
Brine kit back with the rice. What else is on this guy? Straight out of Poaching. We don't do this enough, so that when we post what we did, and if unfortunately you guys missed the show, you can see what we used. So brine kit, 4 seasonings on this plate, and since you're having your hands full, Mike,
Yes.
I'll put your beer out here.
Okay, thanks.
Mine's in my hand.
Appreciate that.
Side view, top, straight on. Mike gets them all. So we do this now so we can taste test, which we never do enough of. Any questions, ideas, thoughts, comments going on there tonight? We're gonna wrap up talking about this venison.
Corey from Fur Life wants to know how many spots are left on the flamethrower, and we're still sitting around 15.
Too many if you're not in there buying it right now.
And
Go get it.
John Pecan.
Pecking.
Yep.
Straight out Armstrong
Said,
County.
yep, because he's aggravating your brother here. Tell your brother to get a hold of me and I'll give you a fishing lesson. You and him both.
I don't know. My brother Nick's been getting the kids after, and there's a spot up in a little place called Laird's Crossing, Pennsylvania, where I used to fish growing up in grade and high school on Patterson Creek. That Nick, one good buddy, has done a ton to get. Well, that smells so good. A ton to get kids and disabled out there fishing, and what they've done in the bottom end of Briggs Pasture Field. I've only seen pictures this summer or spring. I'm going to get up there, take more and go. But really excited to see what many moons ago, 30 plus years ago, has now been turned into a pretty special little spot that I could have never dreamed of back in the day. All right, Mike, you got to do the honors here.
Do the honors.
King salmon, party fowl rice, and some of that feather duster, tri-colored cauliflower. It's not as pretty colored as what went in the pan.
It wasn't.
It's a little. Is that better, Matt, on that camera feed?
Yep.
We're testing many angles tonight. This is the first for HuntChef Nation. We're really rocking it out. How do we do there, Mike?
Yeah.
Yeah?
A little bit of spiciness that we get with the concentrating, the sweetness of the berries, the bourbon, maple, they all, and then of course rice, party fowl. Can't go wrong with that combination ever.
Okay. Now you gotta get it. We should have cut the shrimp up a little bit.
Well,
Like to have some.
So last week when we did the beaver, we left the tails on them, and I'm like, this is stupid. Because now I gotta like pull the tails off when I'm eating it. So can't just pop shrimp it
So
on.
there's some shrimp. Get you a mushroom and a shrimp chunk and see how we did that. Ooh. You got the good stuff off the bottom there. I've been waiting on this.
Oh wow.
Do it. Hold on to venison ham. That's the first time I think, at least with mushrooms and seafood, we've paired Canadian carnivore and straight out of the bag.
I would agree.
And that's a home run.
It is.
That is a home dang run. I almost used the other D word there. All right, I got it. So, I'm a fan. Already that one. I need a little bit of everything here. Oh my gosh. I mean, that's it. That's exactly what I wanted to do.
And Kimmy, I don't, you get a little bit of salmon and a little bit of salt, I think you'll be fine. I don't think your nose is gonna sweat.
Okay.
So, before we
Start there?
before we go any further, grab that camera on the end, Mike. Let's look in this pot and show everybody kind of what we're. I wish I had a. Oh, here we go. That's tongs. Get down in there a little bit. In there. So it's all that chunked up venison fat, and don't be afraid if there's a little bit of meat in there. I'll say okay. But I'm gonna try. I don't know if we've got any really. There we go. See the lick? Can you see that lick on the bottom, Mike?
We'll come around back to the show.
Or you know, okay.
Or spin.
Yeah, let me dig the other way.
Okay.
But letting this fat render, and we're again cooking out all of the water, all the liquid. You can start to see. I'm digging. It's like I'm digging a well here, but it smells so good.
It does.
But you can see how it's starting. So that what you see in the bottom and all those bubbles, that's going to continue to fill up this pot, and the bubbles at the end when it's done, when all the liquid is rendered out, then you're going to have that rendered venison fat, tallow, whatever you want to call it. Stay tuned. Here, Mike.
Hold on. Sorry, missed one.
Hey, we'll strain before it goes.
Yeah.
Hey. All right, set that back down over there. Let's go back to the main angle and almost grab your beer. Before we call all our roll call winners, we want to let everybody know one more time. Get over to HuntChef.com, get your $10 spot for that extra 30 flamethrower. Title sponsor, all things live in HuntChef Nation, whether we're here in the set or anywhere in the field, in the woods, on the water. Brought to you all by the one and only 84 Lumber Company, our official beer, Screech Out Brewing, straight out of Cousin, West Bygone, Virginia. And tonight's 8
of them.
Wild Flavor, $10 e-gift card winners. Go to all the Wild Flavor at HuntChef.com. And we're wrapping this up right on time. We did really good tonight. Great job, Matt. Great job, Kenny. Great job, Evan. Great job, Lance. Great job, Josh. Done it.
Chef. Pleasure.
First winner of the evening, Crystal Callis from Carmichael, Pennsylvania. Right down the street.
Right down the road. That's right.
Jeff Carlson from Albany, Illinois. I spent way too much money in that state. Lori Howard from Frystown, Pennsylvania. 2 years in a row. Never been to Frystown. And from Instagram, The Way We Hunt, Stillwater, Oklahoma. Out of Bethel. How did this guy sneak in there? Out of Bethel Park, Pennsylvania, the one and only Captain One More, Mr. Matt Johnson. Oakdale, Pennsylvania, Anthony Chavez. He is in the house tonight.
He is in the house.
So is this other state. Off of YouTube, Josh Garrettson from Tampico, Illinois. And finally, out of Waupun, Wisconsin, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jim Foley. Jim, thanks for following along so much all these years. You rock. Appreciate you.
Long time now. Long time.
So there's our winners. There's the food.
Message
Here's winners. Message, direct message to the Facebook page.
HuntChef page.
The direct message to HuntChef Facebook page, if you could please, so we can redeem your $10 gift card. Thanks everybody for watching tonight. We appreciate it more than you know. Battle Axe still on sale. HuntChef Deer Beer Expo happening 3rd week of September 20, 21, 22. Fayette County Fairgrounds, Pennsylvania. Mountaintop Outdoors still airing current season 4 only on Sportsman Channel. The HuntChef YouTube channel, if you haven't headed over there and subscribed yet, you're going to make Matt cry. So I appreciate it if you get over there and smash that subscribe button to get it all going. Stay tuned for our episodes coming up on Fur Life TV. on the Sportsman Channel and Pursuit. So, did I miss anything there? Flamethrowers, battle axes, mushrooms, fertilizer, YouTube, mountaintop, zero gear beer. Hey,
Chico Outdoors.
if you're in the Westmoreland County Fairgrounds area in 2 weekends from now, come check us out at the Chico Outdoors Expo. Chico Outdoors is a 501c3 charity that is all about so much of our core values, getting the next generation in the woods, on the water, and bringing them the whole way through it. But that's where we're at. So you get those kids out there, new adult hunters, anglers, get them out there in the woods, on the water, make it happen, get them back in the shed, in the garage, in the kitchen, make it delicious. Tune in tomorrow. We'll do a little live to show you how the venison rendered fat comes out. And Mike, we always say, remember, eat
What you kill.
night, folks.